Hey, good afternoon, fellas. The objective of this channel is to uh, record and log in every experience after a trading day of mine, as I am beginning this journey into trading. Although I'm not actually beginning this journey right now because I have been in this since April, but it's not working out for me, to be frank, till now. But I'm not giving up. That's the person I am, and so let's begin. Um, I'll start with what I did today. Mm, I selected. I came across this strategy. I don't came across this strategy. I just thought of this strategy. So this is like shorting strong stocks. So I'll show you one thing. We go on this website, Charting. It's a very famous website. Most of you guys know. So it was gifted to me. The premium version of it was gifted to me by my girlfriend recently. So I decided to use it. Um, I was going through all these different scans and came across this strong stock. So what this thing does is it gives you all the stocks which are closing consistently above the close of previous day since last 5 days. So you can see they are in uptrend since last 5 days. So I thought that if they are in uptrend since last 5 days, uh, if they show a weakness on certain day, I can short it. So, but also I can short it, and also if they're still going up, then I can trade with the trend. So I see, as you can see, on 18th it showed around around 9 stocks. So I selected 4 stocks which were under $500. So yeah, this was in Bharti and Infratel, ICICI Life Prudential, NMDC, and Adani Transmission. So I traded in three. I mean, Infratel was this was a mistake. Uh, I had a cover order at some at 172 or 192 or something, and it got triggered. I forgot to cancel it. I'm a novice, that's why pro traders don't do that mistake. I lost some money, 0.75 here, but majorly I lost in the what do we call it? The fee which we have to pay to zero that to enter into a trade. That must be around at least 5 to 6 rupees. But anyways, the first trade was in NMDC, which I incurred at 11 rupees loss. If you can see, NMDC was a buy at 926. So I analyzed the stocks before the markets open today. NMDC. So yeah, here it was. You can see the stocks opened here, and it I drew this resistance line here. So there were chances of either reversal or going up from here on a daily. If you see on a daily chart, so here it was. It closed on 18th November, as you can see here, 18th November, and uh, and uh, there was a resistance over here. You can see the resistance was here. So I thought that since it is going up from here to here, if we draw a trend line, it was going up. So maybe the price could reverse from here onwards. So if we go on a 5 minute time frame on 19th here, So it opened with good volumes and it crossed the this thing, uh, the resistance, and it again showed a good candle. I thought that I'll take an entry over here so that I can ride the trend. Um, but I took the entry around. Let me check. I took the entry around. Mm, should I see? 98.5. Took the entry around 98.5 over here, and around over here. I took the entry over here and I was thrown out at 97.5, which was my stop loss. Uh, what I could have done is I could have waited and taken my entry around this area, 97.65, which is the resistance, and put my stop loss the below the low of today, or and I could have added as this trade would have, as you can see here, I could have added to the this thing. I could have added to the trade, and from here, then I could have reaped a good amount of profits over here. But what I did was took the entry over here because of FOMO, and I was thrown out of the trade over here, and and you can see the price came down, and I was happy that I was thrown out at this point. Otherwise I would have made huge losses, but then the stop loss wasn't hit according to my another plan, like the stop loss below the open the low of the day. I could have reaped good profits, but I'll show you another trade in which I actually made profits. It was ICICI Life Prudential. It was a good trade. So I took entry around here, around 154. Yeah, around here. It was because I saw the volumes. The volume was the price faced some resistance over here, and let's see. I'll show you a 2 minute time frame at which I was trading. Yeah, so 154 point something, yeah, over here. So there was good volumes at the open, as you can see. I thought that it's gonna go up, and as soon as it comes down to retrace, I'll buy. So I bought it at 154. It came till here. I kept my stop loss at 150, which was below the low of the day, and it straight went up till here. I knew that it had crossed the previous day high, so I was pretty confident that it'll go at least till 460. This area I drew as a resistance area before the markets open. I was trying to do. I tried to you know uh, analyze. So and then it came down, but I was pretty confident that it'll go till here. Then it went up and touched. I exited over here because I don't know why I wasn't feeling very confident that it might not. There's no strength actually, because had the retracement been till this place, then it would have been very desirable that it'll go or maybe cross this area. But since the retracement was pretty huge, and so I just exited over here. It's fine. I don't know. I don't want like 3-4 pips of more profit over here. And then yeah, that reaped me a profit of 45 rupees. I kept on adding as the stock fell. I was at this point, as soon as the stock came down came down below this line, I added around 23, I think. Yeah, 23 more shares into my trade, and then from here exited at 45 rupees. uh I trade only with very minimal amounts because I'm learning. I am already minus 22,000 down since April. So that's a big lesson which I learned, that I don't trade with huge money so that I don't lose huge money and I don't earn either. I mean, once I become consistent, maybe after that. So yeah, yeah. So yeah, upon 985, I earned around 42. It was 43 in the morning. I incurred some losses over here and some here. Yeah, that's it. Other Infratel was one trade which I kind of missed. It opened here, took support over here. I was thinking of entering at this place. I'll show you again. I was thinking of entering at this place because it was, first of all, it formed a wick, and then there were two candles with a wick, and it was a good support over here. The first things first, and since it is a strong stock, the stock is trending upwards, but it opened with a gap down opening, and it showed rejection uh, from going further down, and took support again on this line. I was thinking of buying it at 187.75, but I did not. I don't know why. I wasn't confident enough. If I could have bought it over here and sold it at around 191 or 1%, around 1% profit, then it would have been great. Um, but I didn't. Also, see, there's another. I've made this thing. This is a graph of. I mean, this is where the my target would have been if we check the CPR. It touched the CPR. It was at the CPR as well. It was taking support over here, and I could have added more as it came down, or I could have exited over here. And this was my target actually. This 192.35, which we see the first resistance. But anyways, the second resistance was here. Anyways, this was a mistrade. I'll go on till I don't learn. I mean, I don't become a successful trader because others are doing, and I think if others are doing, I can also do it. That simple. If others are doing, not think, I firmly believe in this thing. If anyone, any individual in this world has done anything, even I can do it. And yeah, I also wanted to tell you about the Nifty thing. I didn't trade in it because I'm too scared, and because first thing first, it costs 40 rupees a trade. I mean 20 rupees to enter and 20 rupees to exit in FNO section. But I was observing this price action since the morning. Uh, you can see that it opened gap down, and Nifty doesn't work like this. If you see it, it just does not. On 5 minute scale, on 15 minute scale, if I show you, 15 minutes, yeah, it's kind of okay, but such huge candles, 844 to like uh 50 points candles generally do not form in Nifty. uh, Certainly not in 5 minutes, six continuous green candles, thick candles. It doesn't work like this. So as soon as I saw this, I thought that no, it won't be able to cross this. Certainly not. I thought of shorting over here. If I could draw, yeah, short positions. I thought that maybe I'll keep my stop loss right over here because I didn't want to take any risks, much risk. I could have kept it over. I would have kept it over here. So, first thing, and no, I don't think it might. Yeah. This would have been my first trade, but I didn't take it, of course, because I was shit scared. Also, if you see, in during this time, it was on futures chart, it was losing this thing, the volume. It's losing the volume. So it's going up, but it's losing the volume, and I knew there's a resistance over here as well. If you see, I knew it's a good resistance, and it won't be able to break it. It's from overnight. This place, it's overnight price action. So I knew it won't be able to break this thing. So it came down, but I didn't take the trade. I don't know. I don't just ask me anytime why didn't I take the trade, because I just don't take good trades and I always take bad trades. And another thing is, on Nifty, I saw a double top pattern forming, because as soon as it came here again, it started losing strength. If you see, it came here, it wasn't even able to, even if it was able to form a big wick with volume, it wasn't even able to do that. It had no volume at all. Even here, if you see, when it crossed the resistance line, it had no volume at all. There were no buyers here present, and as soon as you see here, this is a there's a great tussle between buyers and sellers going on. Volume is very high, and there's a doji candle here. This means that there are buyers and sellers over here trying to push price up and down, but we need to see what are the next 3 4 candles forming. So next candle was a red candle, and another one was, of course, a green candle. But then following that, we saw a red candle and a huge one with low volumes. That means there were no buyers present at all. There were only sellers, and they sold in huge quantities. I mean, if there had been buyers, there I according to my understanding, how things work here is, uh, when there are both buyers and sellers present, like in this doji, you can see. I'll just remove this thing, or I'll just shift it. In this doji, uh, there is more volume than, at least double volume than previous 10 candles, previous 10 the volume in previous 10 candles. And you see that the volume is huge, but candle hasn't moved. That is because the buyers and the sellers are fighting with each other and trying to move the price, and price higher or lower, uh, but they weren't able to do so, and eventually the buyers almost dragged the price down till this place. And then I'll zoom in. The buyers were able to drag the price down till here, but then sellers also pushed them up, but they weren't able to do that. But you can see the huge volume, because the shares were exchanging hands so fast. But here, in the next candle, there was almost in almost half, if you can say, three fifth of volume of the previous candle. Still such a huge red candle. That's because the buyers left the scene. There was no one to stop the sellers, and they sold. Uh, the sellers came in the next, but we can see bearish, 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 huge fight, but still bearish. No fight, but bearish, bullish. This was bearish, and as soon as this happened, it was pretty safe to sell from this place. I could have sold it from. I'll show you. I would have kept this stop loss over here. Yes. So that this would be the place where other people's stop losses would have been kept. I would have kept it over my stop loss over here, and this would be the neckline. Double top pattern. I would have kept my this thing over here. Yeah, and you can see in pretty much next, it would have been a trade of maybe say 5 minutes, 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes. I'm pretty sure if I go on lower time frame, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 minutes. In 8 minutes, I would have booked good profit over here. 9 uh 9:55 and 9:30. So you can see I would have booked around 55, 30, 20, 25 points profit. And as soon as this was broken with good volume, you see there was good volume over here. As soon as the neckline was broken, this was where the real selling could have begun. I don't care about it's Thursday, and I mean, I don't care, or I don't know actually, but then according to price action, what I've learned over the years is this was broken. I would have done this thing. I would have taken short position over here. I would have waited for the retracement, which came in very next candle till the resistance point. I would have kept my this thing stop loss over here. The stop loss, SL orders of other people would have been around this place. I'll show you this place. I would have kept my stop loss just above here, and my profit would have been the low of today, 9:15. Yeah, see, huge profits. Now I'm gonna show this on PE 900, 1200. Yeah, if this was at 2 minutes, this was at, would have entered the trade at 3:30 exact. 320, 325, 330. Yeah, I would have entered at 17 rupees, and it went till I don't think we'll take all of that. 14, 16. 14, 16. Oh, around till this place 76. So around 17, three times, three, four times, 4 times plus some more. So had I invested 9,000 and 900 in this trade, I would have gotten around 9 for the 3600 from this trade. I mean, 3600 total revenue, and profit would be 2700. So yeah, I didn't take it. That's it. I'm gonna report back again tomorrow. If others can do it, I can too. Goodbye, good luck, have fun.